House and Senate leaders from both parties, along with White House officials, meet tomorrow on Capitol Hill. They'll be talking about government funding. Congress needs to pass a budget by January 19th deadline, also part of the 2018 agenda, protecting dreamers who came to this country illegally as children. The GOP will hold a slim 51 to 49 majority in the Senate. And to discuss immigration, we're joined now by Alfonso Aguilar, president of the Latino Partnership for Conservative Principles and former chief of the U.S. Office of Citizenship. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So can the White House, can Congress come up with a deal for these dreamers?
I think so. I think we have a real possibility of passing legislation that provides relief to those who benefited from DACA. And ironically, it's because of President Trump. President Trump has called on Congress to codify DACA before the program expires in March. And Republican leaders in both House and Senate have said that they want to do so. The question is, will Democrats play ball? Will they negotiate with Republican leadership? Because what Republicans are saying is they want to do this as part of a larger immigration bill that includes border security, including funding for fencing, and ending chain migration by doing away with immigrant visas for extended family. Democrats have supported those two measures in the past. So the question is, are they going to play politics, or are they actually going to sit down at the negotiating table and try to find some consensus? I think we're near.
And DACA refers to the Deferred Action for Child Arrivals.
Correct.
That's President Obama's executive order.
The executive order that Obama passed, very controversial, which gave an employment authorization document for those who benefited. They could actually work, and it shielded them from deportation, and it's set to expire in March.
One of the sticking points that you mentioned, though, about the Democrats coming to the table with the Republicans is going to be the issue of the wall, right? You see Republicans, see President Trump saying they need to have funding for the wall. Will Democrats be able to support that? I mean, right now it seems like they might.
But they have in the past, and what's being talked about, it's not building a 2,000-mile wall along the southern border. It's additional funding. I don't know, $2 billion for strategic funding along the southern border. Democrats have supported that in the past. So publicly, they're playing politics with the issue. To be fair, the president as well, when he talks about his big wall. But what we're talking about is additional money for strategic fencing. That should not be an issue. The same thing with chain migration. For years, perhaps even decades, Democrats and Republicans have been talking about doing away with immigrant visas for extended family, for brothers, sisters, children who are over 18 and married, and also doing away with the lottery visa. So I think those things can be done, and that would include a bill that potentially could provide a path to citizenship for dreamers. I think that's great. I think both parties have to be flexible, but they have to put the country first.
And immigration reform hasn't been done in the past, so if it's done now, that would be really historic.
And I think Democrats understand that ironically, it would be under this president, who's been much maligned as being anti-immigration or anti-Hispanic, that he would get something like this done. But I think actions speak louder than words.
Really quick, if you could, in 10 seconds, what's chain migration again?
Chain migration is when an immigrant gets legal status, but because of the system can petition to bring in legally brothers, extended family, and parents. The idea is to allow for family reunification, but only allow people to bring in their immediate family, children underage and spouses.
Okay, well, thank you so much more to dissect, but we'll look forward to having you on again. Alfonso Aguilar, thank you so much. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.